Panjim generates about 50 tons of waste a day. This is something like 5 to 10 tons at a time. I'll show you a video of what it looks like. Was about 5 tons that you saw. The entire city's waste after recycling is 1 truckload. And if we did not compost and if we did not recycle, we'd have 10 of those trucks instead of that. So, all said and done, the city's efficiency in waste reduction was actually about 60%, which is what it is today. 40% of the waste still goes to landfill. And again, I say, it can be reduced to by 90% that waste. Unfortunately, we have a lot of problems. We're dealing with a public system, we're dealing with a lot of corruption very often, we're dealing with politicians and bureaucrats who keep on interfering all the time. So, I'll just talk about some of the things that we need. We need to have multiple types of composters. This is a very low cost composter which costs something like 600 rupees to set up. Very, very successful in villages, but yet we can't have people composting to multiple bin systems. And while this can actually work very easily in the private sector, the public sector's maintenance is a problem. Running this, paying for it is a problem. So these are some of the problems that Panjim faces today. It has a very, very basic system of recycling and a very basic composting system. Nothing to boast of. It does work, there is nothing to boast of. It's not something that will be aesthetically appealing for many people to see. It's also important to have kind of signage on the bins, which the Panjim currently lacks. So very often people see bins in the street and then they say, so I just put all my trash in there, not realizing what those bins are for. Currently, Panjim's model of being a bin-free city is the best way to go forward. Because what has proven in India is that the moment you keep a bin there, even with signage, people just put everything in. So in controlled areas, say perhaps within in a community of homes, where the people have been told how to run it, some kind of signage like this would work. But having this on the main streets right now is still too early. The recycling station that is there has to have a lot of signage, and besides that, it also needs to have some kind of blocks in place. Perhaps after lunch or whenever you have time, please feel free to go down to the recycling center, which is in the same place, and try it out yourself and have a look at what you think of it. Because we had to design the entire system to make sure that it is actually very difficult to mix waste. So if you want to put your waste in, you can't lift the whole lid, you can only lift a little bit so you can put one thing at a time, rather than put a whole bag of mixed garbage. And you have to really, really be stupid if you can't understand the text or the pictures or the color to mix waste. So such kind of improvements are needed in the city. Our recycling station should look more like this rather than what you saw earlier, because it's much cleaner, it's much safer for the workers, and we need to slowly transition into kind of an improved way of managing our waste. I will also now talk a little bit about the Santinez Nala and other things, but linking it with this garbage issue, you have, this is the picture taken out of one of the streets in Panjim, where flooding happens very often. Every monsoon, the first rains come and we have the city flooded. And the city is just next to a river. We've got a very good sewage system, we've got a very good storm drain system, yet it floods. That's very often because of plastics. People like to blame the plastics. It is actually the fault of people just discarding things all over the place. We build drains over drains, forgetting that we have a very good sewer system and a good drainage system down, and we build over that just because it makes more money to make new drains. And the end result, we still have floods. We we actually are literally drowning in waste. This picture was taken here in Panjim itself. This nalla which is there is actually used today as more of a sewer or more as a dump. Because a lot of people think that when you throw your trash on the road, it stays there. But if you throw it into a water body, it just goes away out of sight. And that's how the problem is solved. So this actually kind of worsens from time to time. The mangroves are indiscriminately cut. This is at Ruadora. And very, very often we have found trash thrown in the mangroves. And that causes a lot of damage because 90% of the fish stock in India are born in mangroves. So we had also overnight filling of mangroves by the government, by the private sector. That picture over there was a case which is in Panjim, where we really tried to fight to stop the filling of mangrove land. And in spite of trying, we were beaten. Every day we'd go to the forest department, get the line marked out to show that this is the limit, and the next day that line would be washed away and a new load of mud would come in. And no matter how much we tried, we realized that these trucks come on weekends or when there's nobody to check, when there's no authority figure to take action, and the end result, we have no mangrove in that part of Panjim. This is a picture just outside the Taj Hotel. In fact, it was done so that before the day of the inaugural, so that the guests that came to the hotel didn't see this mess. But it actually takes 2 people half a day to clean just that one small section of about 200 meters of all the plastics by actually getting inside them. You also have a lot of illegal housing, and if you look closer, you'll actually see all their drains emptying straight out. It's their sewers, their wash basins and everything is going straight into the river. And a friend of mine told me that they actually came and plugged these openings to prevent this from actually happening. The next day these openings were opened out again. So very often the authorities are hand in glove, and they know that it's much easier if this just drains out into the river rather than actually solving the issue. There are lots and lots of suggestions. We can keep on talking, but it's for the government officials to do something about it. You as an individual have your hands tied. When you know the solutions, you know how easy it is to implement, but it's very difficult because you have no authority. I think the last on the Nalla was there was a report done by an organization called WAPCO, and they have proposed a number of things which make sense and nonsense. They even talked about converting the creek into a concretized chamber, more like a drain, and they've done that in Delhi. And in Delhi, they've gone a step further and covered it on the top as well and made it parking. So there's no river anymore. It's just a underground drain. Do we want to have the same thing here? Is a question that the citizens need to ask. Can we take any questions now, or no?
Yeah, we'll take the questions. We have one more presentation, and then we'll take all the questions.
Thank you very much.
We have a lot of issues, but as Jerry said earlier, if citizens push, they can solve this issue. The whole, you can get solutions